Now, we know the effect drone strikes can have on the ground, but what about the toll they take on the operators who press the button? 1 minute they're with their family, the next they're selecting human beings for death, half a world away. As another 7 suspected militants were killed in a US drone strike today, one former Air Force drone operator says he's now paying the price for this killing by stealth, and he's haunted by what he did. Our chief correspondent, Alex Thompson, reports.
A lot of people think because we're so high up in the air that we're not actually going to be able to make out much, but the detail is good.
So good, in fact, that drone operators, as one has now memorably said, see everything. And for one, it was too much, and he's gone public.
They were probably carrying rifles, but I wasn't convinced that they were bad guys.
You got the order to shoot on these 3 men?
Yes. We strike all 3 of them. When the smoke clears, there's a crater there, and I watch this guy bleed out. I can almost see the agony on this guy's face. It's really more intimate for us because we see everything.
Speaking to NBC News, Brandon Bryant says he suffers sleeplessness, drinking bouts and unexplained anger, symptoms of post-traumatic stress disorder.
This isn't a video game. This isn't some sort of fantasy. Like, this is war. People die.
They've known about it for some time, but few speak of it. The bizarre world where you leave family and friends, come into the base to work, line up the target, select fellow human beings for death half a world away. And you deliver it. Then you go home. Family, friends, shopping, life. But some cannot balance the two. The US military finding that thousands of miles away from the killing is coming home.
My recruiter actually made a James Bond reference. And he's like, you know those guys that sit in the back and give James Bond all of the information he needs to execute his mission? And I was like, yeah. And he's like, you'll be one of those guys. And I was like, that's really cool. So I didn't think I'd ever have to pull the trigger.
When he left, his boss gave him a diploma listing the people he killed.
It was 1,626 total people killed on every mission that I've ever been on. I would have been happy if they never even shown me the piece of paper.
1,626.
Correct.
How many of them do you think were innocent?
That's a number I don't want to think about.
Brandon Bryant's PTSD, proof of the cost to those delivering this warfare, as well as the more obvious cost for the victims on the ground. And of course, all this is as nothing compared to the innocents killed and maimed in Afghanistan and Pakistan, and its mounting strategic cost, the hatred it all engenders towards the West.